Hello everyone, so welcome back to the channel. My name's Simon and normally I talk about everything to do with electric vehicles. On this week's episode, or this additional bumper episode I should say, I'm going to do my almost like a tech review and initial impressions of the PlayStation 5. As you can see, sitting behind me, this is the digital version only. I generally don't buy games physically anymore. Been a gamer since the good old days of the Atari, so I go way back. And I'm going to do my initial impressions of this new console. So if you're interested in this at all, stick around. Don't worry, it's not becoming a gaming channel. It's new. Quite excited about this, and I wanted to share it with you. Before we get into that, let's do the normal quick unboxing video. I've only had this since the launch date, which was yesterday, Thursday the 19th of November, and I've had and owned most consoles. Behind me there is an Xbox One X. The other side down here somewhere is a Nintendo Switch, and I've previously owned pretty much every PlayStation console. My last one was PlayStation 4 Pro. And now moving up to the 5. Now, is it a massive jump? Well, it's probably too early to say. Initial impressions are very, very good though. The graphics performance and sheer speed, because of the SSD drive that is now in the PlayStation 5, completely destroys any of that loading time that you used to have. Anyone that's a gamer before would know that load screens and things like that are usually covered up by various cut screens and things like that to hide the loading times. This literally, you can boot up a game in seconds and there's pretty much no loading time between levels at all. So far I've played and finished Astro's Playroom, which comes free with the PlayStation 5, and I've got to say that is incredible for a free game. It's a 3D platformer. I played through it. It's only about 3 hours. It's absolutely fantastic, and it uses the new DualSense controller perfectly. Now, what makes this so special is that this is an upgrade, obviously, from the PlayStation 4 controller. But what makes this really, really cool is haptic feedback. Now, in the triggers and inside the entire unit are rumble, but not normal rumble. So anyone that owns a Nintendo Switch will be familiar with this type of technology, and it basically allows a rumble in certain parts of the controller. So as things are coming towards you, not only is there a speaker in here that allows that that sound to come towards you, but also the rumble starts at the back of the controller and moves forward towards you. It's a very difficult one to explain, but when you play, say, Astro's Playroom for the first time, it's an absolute game changer. Everyone's had rumble for ages, but rumble like this is just so refined and so to the point that there's so much potential here. My only worry and concern with Sony products is usually they have great ideas like that, and the first couple of launch games tend to use it, but the rest doesn't. But we'll see how it goes. If they keep using it, I've tried that and I've tried Sackboy Adventure, and they both use it pretty well. Astro's is phenomenal. Both the games that I've tried so far, like I said, Astro's Playroom and Sackboy, I just are blown away by it. Now, I've played previous games in those, but these are just phenomenal. The graphic fidelity is amazing. Combined with this controller is just fantastic. Next will be like Demon Souls, which is more of like the more adult and sort of grittier games. As well as the Observer, and more to come. The hardware itself, if we look at the PlayStation 5 console itself, it's huge. I prefer it standing up. You can have it laying down with a stand on it, but to be honest, it just doesn't look right sitting down, in my opinion. Standing up looks amazing, but unfortunately, if you see the size of it, and I'll try and do a close-up on this thing is huge. Now, they've obviously listened to criticism from the PlayStation 4 and 4 Pro days of ridiculous loud fans. So when you're playing it on the TV, all you could generally hear before is like a big fan. As the graphics like get more and more intense, that fan kicks in. This thing is whisper quiet, which is a godsend. It's hardly breaking a sweat on these current games, but it's fantastic. One thing to note is the hard drive is not the biggest. It's 1 terabyte, but actually you get something like 650 gig out of that, which doesn't seem a lot, and especially for a digital version. But to be honest, I don't tend to have hundreds of games sitting on my drive, so actually for me it's fine. And they do say that you can attach a USB 3 hard drive to it to store your PlayStation 4 games and run them off there, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. The SSD is upgradable as well, so you can add to an SSD card inside the console, which apparently is relatively straightforward. The patch for that is not yet out, so as soon as that's out, we'll be able to buy an SSD card to go in and expand the storage, so that's good. Everything is as you'd hoped. It's quicker, it's snappier, the menu system looks fantastic, it's nice and clean, it's not cluttered. You've got a media bar which shows all the normal stuff like Now TV and Apple and Netflix, all that sort of good stuff, and Disney, so that's all in there. And basically, yeah, it's fantastic. The difference between this and the other version, which has got the disc drive is basically a Blu-ray, Ultra HD Blu-ray drive. So if you want that and you want something to play DVDs or Blu-rays and things like that, then go for that one. This actually is a difference of £100 though. Between the disc version and the disc is £100, so this was 350. But so far so good. I think it's fantastic. For me, it was worth Sackboy and Astrobot alone on this, and I can't wait to play Demon Souls and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, it's not a particularly long video, and it's I'm not turning this channel into a gaming channel. I may do a few tech reviews on and off in between my car stuff and my skateboard stuff, which is the regular content that you guys hopefully know and love. And then these ones will be probably bonus episodes, maybe at weekends if I can. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, all the normal good stuff. Thank you very much to my Patreon supporters. You guys are amazing. And yeah, thank you for supporting the channel as always. Take it easy. Bye-bye.